right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out. We are here. Of course, you'll recognize Coach Carlos Jones. Coach, a grueling day out here on the track. I imagine they're wrapping up practice out here. Had to get them right here, and we got a special meet coming up this week. And tell our viewers what we got coming up at the end of this week, Coach.
We got the Demaryius Thomas Memorial Relays. We're very excited to start this. This is going to be an annual event that we'll be doing every year. It means a lot, and the reason we decided to do a relay instead of just a regular track meet because Demaryius Bebe, he was big on passing on knowledge. He was big on passing on love, and so that's what you do in a relay. You pass the torch. Yeah. And so in order to keep his legacy alive, that's what we want to do. We want to continue to pass on that torch that he left burning.
Right.
And so we don't want that to go out. And so the best way to do it is to come out here and do a memorial relay in his honor. And we're looking forward to it.
No doubt, yeah. So you talk about doing the relay as opposed to just the normal meet, right? Talk about planning this thing and the original idea. Hey, we need to do something for Bebe out here. Talk about that, Coach.
Well, I made a promise to myself, and I made a promise to him that I'm not going to let his legacy die. Right. I'm going to keep his memory alive, and this is just one of the ways that we chose to do it, is to honor him with the relay. Of course, he ran track at West Lawrence. He made it to state in the triple jump. I think he placed third in the triple jump, and so we just want to make sure that we honor him in some type of way, and this just was a great way to do it.
Yeah, Coach, he as big as he got, he always gave back to the community here. Talk about how you saw that through Bebe. He always came back here to Dublin and just was helping out the community.
People who don't know him, he was always giving back. Yeah. And he didn't publicize it. Right. He wasn't pulling out his camera, trying to show everybody what he was doing, because what he did from the heart, and he did it for the individual he was doing it for, and that gave him joy. And he was always giving back. He gave back to the track program. He would always give us a donation every season so that we can have some things that we need to run an effective program. And so, man, that's just who he was.
Yeah, Coach, so special. And you and Bebe had a special relationship. When did you first meet Bebe? When he was in high school, or even before that?
Yeah, I met him before that. Yeah. We used to play basketball at Dudley Gym.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah, and he would come in the gym as a little boy, watching us play. And then when he got a chance to get on the floor, he would get on the floor. He was never afraid to get out there and run the floor with the big guys. Yeah. And so, man, he always would show up and always very humble, very lovable. He kept a smile on his face. He's known for his smile. Yeah. And so, even coming through high school, I would always talk to him and put him to the side and keep him encouraged, especially when he was trying to decide between basketball and football. Yeah, and we always just tried to be an encouragement, man. I know you like both of them, but your ticket was football. Right. And, of course, he finally saw the light, and we went off to Georgia Tech. I was there to be a mentor for him, and not just that, but he was just a great friend.
No doubt. And you talk about how humble, that smile, Coach. Everybody knows the smile, and it sounds like, I didn't know him when he was younger, but it sounds like even when he was a young guy, even in high school, he was always that humble kid with that big smile that, he was when he got older there and in the NFL and things like that. Yes. So just awesome guy. And, you mentioned his time at Georgia Tech, and that's a good transition for us, Coach, because we got a speaker coming to the event. Who's going to be speaking here Friday?
Morgan Burnett, who was a teammate with him at Georgia Tech, real close friend. And I love his story of how Bebe, when he came on and welcomed him and kind of just brought him in, took him around the campus, and he's just one of those guys that didn't shun him but embraced him and just poured knowledge into him about the game as well as life. And he could tell the story better than I can, and he'll be here to tell that story to the athletes here. And one of the things we asked him to do is not only just share the story, but to share how they can take from the legacy of Bebe and better themselves as athletes as well as in life. Yeah. That's what this relay is about, is passing the torch. And so we bringing him down to pass that torch from his personal experience with Bebe as a teammate, as a friend, and then a competitor in the league.
No doubt, yeah. It's so great to hear stories, and you talk about how Bebe was always giving back, and he was that guy wherever he went, and it's so great to hear stories from people not around here, right? Like Morgan Burnett, a Georgia Tech teammate, going to come down here, share those stories. So you'll want to come out and hear those, Coach. So it's Friday at 4 o'clock, right?
Yes,
It's going to be
Friday
right
at
here?
4, yes.
There you go,
Yeah,
right
we'll
here.
kick it off with 3 field events, and it's going to be different. It's not your normal.
Yep.
It's relay style field events.
Okay.
It'll be 4 girls, 4 guys on one team.
Gotcha.
Everybody get one jump. All the jumps will get added up for one total jump, and whoever have the highest is the winner of that actual event. So that's a little different.
Right.
But the whole thing was about teamwork, working together, and that's what he was about. He was about team. It was never about him. It was always about what's going to make the team better. And so that's what doing that with the field events is all about. We'll be doing the long, the triple, and the shot put.
Okay.
He was a triple jumper, so we had to make sure
right.
we did some type of field event. We will be running his 100 and the 200 because he also ran those in track. But everything else will be a relay like you've never seen before. Not your traditional. We'll do the traditional 4x1 and 4x4, but then we got the 1,000 Swedish. We got the 800 medley, and so it's different. If you've never seen a relay ran this way, you definitely want to come and see this with one leg running the 100, another leg running the 200, another leg running the 300, another leg running the 400. So it's just everybody doing their individual part. And that's what I like about this and why it speaks to who he was, because he never tried to get someone to be him.
Right.
And so with the relays, normally your relay, everybody will run the same. A 100 or a 200 or a 400 run the same distance. Well, in life and on teams, everybody don't have that.
Right.
Everybody have different qualities. So this relay allow you to bring your quality to work together as one team, and that's what he was about, and that's what he supported. And that's why it's fitting to do a relay in his honor.
No doubt, man. That's awesome, and just a great way to honor his memory right there, Coach. And look, y'all stay with us. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and let's talk a little bit about the team this year, Coach. And of course, we'll talk more about the relay coming up this Friday. Y'all stay with us.
Spring is here and it's a perfect time to buy or sell your home or property, and great deals are popping up all over. So call agents Brian Howell, Charlene Lamb, Adam White, David Deeves, Jennifer Bradley, Mark Bateman, Jay Brantley, Jim Jarrett, Raina Dubberly, Yvonne Robertson, or broker George Durden today, and get the help you need when it comes to buying or selling your home or property. Log on to c21dublin.com. Call us at 272-1535 or stop by 1700 Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Deal with the #1 realty company in Dublin and Lawrence County. Century 21 Durden Cornegay. Broker George Durden.
It's March, and that means 3 things: St. Patrick's Day celebrations, championship basketball, and great deals at Dublin Nissan. With rates as low as 0% on new Nissans and 3.9% on select CPO models, now's the time to save a pot of gold at Dublin Nissan.
Pathfinder 0% for 36 months. Frontier 2.99% for 36 months.
Congratulations to the Trinity Christian Crusaders and the Wilkinson County Warriors for their state championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And Coach Jones, we just tried to get your girls coach on, and she wouldn't get on with us. But let's start there. Let's talk a little bit about your team, and let's start girls-wise, okay? And how's the season going on the girls' side for you this year?
It's going great. We are a very young team right now. I mean, we freshman and sophomore heavy. We're not heavy with seniors, but we do have a returning state champion in Michaela. And she's still leading the state in the shot put.
There you go.
She's leading our region in the discus, and so she's just been exceptional. But the girls are coming along. I mean, they've been competing at every meet. I think every meet they've been placing in the top 3. And then this last home meet they got first, and so we like what we see. We really got something to build on. Like I say, we very heavy with freshmen and sophomores, so we still building. They are maturing, they're PRing every week, and so that's what you want. And if you PR, and that means you're getting better. And they learning to compete with the upperclassmen, and so we're excited about that. They come out here, they work hard. A lot of times they they lead practice sometimes,
right.
and I like it because it pushed the guys. When the girls go hard, then the guys gonna go hard
go,
because
yeah.
they don't want the girls to outdo them. So it's great. And
for sure. Yeah, look, having a young team and seeing them improve, I imagine that's got to be really exciting for you.
Yes. We're excited what the future holds. I mean, even at the lower level at middle school, I mean, those girls won region by almost 200 points. So we got something that's coming on, and so we're excited.
Yeah, for sure. And so let's look at your boys. What about your boys this season?
Boys, it's about the same. We freshman and sophomore heavy.
Yeah.
They working hard. They've been competing at every meet. They won first. They got first in the last home meet that we had, and prior to that, they've placed in the top 3 2 other meets, and so we've been excited. We building with them as well. We're not senior heavy. But we got some seniors that's leading.
Sure.
Like Johnny Williams is one of our standouts, who has grown up tremendously from last year to this year, taking on that leadership role. I mean, it's just been a blessing to just watch him take on that leadership role and push these guys, and to know that he's coming back next year.
Yeah.
We're really excited, and that's what our whole focus been this year, is creating a mindset for working hard, creating leaders that'll come out here and push each other.
No doubt. It's got to be special for you as a coach to see a guy like Johnny, come out here as a freshman, and now he's growing up a little bit,
Yes.
Coach, and not only in leadership, but I imagine, on the track here as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Who's some other standout guys for you this year?
Oh man, Ty Cummins.
Okay,
I
there you
mean,
go.
we got a
Yeah.
freshman.
That's it.
He's stand out, and I tell you, the leadership that he's taking on. I mean, he's stepping on the track as a leader, and that's what we've been asking you guys who come out here and running the fastest, jumping the farthest. Step up and be those leaders. Russell Graham, man, he's been tremendous in that leadership with everything that he has gone through, the tragedy that he suffered just last year. And to be back out here working like he's working, pushing like he's pushing, and he's pushing these young guys that's behind him, and some of these guys that he's pushing has excelled him, and he's been proud of that because he's part of that. He's part of that success,
Right.
and so it's been great. I mean, the leadership that we've been getting this year.
No doubt, and such a great group of guys there leading
Yes.
for you as well. Just talking about Russell, I mean, I couldn't imagine a better role model for your younger guys out here. So that's pretty awesome. And Coach, let's turn it to seniors, right? How many seniors you got, if you know the number off the top of your head?
I'm not sure, don't have it off the top of my
Yeah.
head, but we're not very senior heavy.
Yeah.
Keandre, he's one of the seniors that stepped up this year. Also been a great leader, and he's our leading thrower right now in the discus. We have Bryce Lord, Jeremiah Lord, who also seniors, of course, Russell Graham, and so we're not heavy with seniors. Jaden Williams, who's also another young man who growed up this year, being just that leader. I've just been impressed with the jump that they made from last year to this year, taking on that leadership role. And I could say that we have gotten that from our seniors. Bryce Lord, we call him Coach, because he step in and he take on that. I told him you can't have coach because that's for us, but you can have coach.
Yeah.
And whenever in our absence, he filling those gaps of something that a coach would be doing.
Yeah.
And so we just excited about what these seniors is bringing. On the girls' side, of course, Michaela, but then we have Jasmine Jones, who's another person who has stepped up in a leadership role. I mean, she breaks us down every practice with the Lord's Prayer.
Awesome.
And when you look at her, she seemed to be very shy, but this year she come out that shell. I mean, she speak up. I mean, if we get ready to break down, she, hey, come it down. Let's. I mean, so it's just been great to see our leaders step up and be those leaders that we always knew that they were.
Right, yeah, for sure. And Coach, right when we came back from break there, we mentioned the girls' coach. I won't say her name. I'll let you say it. Who are your assistants, and also who's the girls' head coach out here?
Okay, Miss Tammy Howard works with the girls, and of course then we have my assistant, which is Jamel Ashley, and then of course we have Kentrell Lord,
right.
Smoke.
Smoke,
Hey, man,
yep.
and that's what we all know him as. And so, man, I have a great staff, and I appreciate them so much. I mean, they take such a load off of me. and allow me to do the administrative part of being a head coach, because I can step on the track and they already have things rolling and it's clicking, and the kids respect them. And so, man, it's been wonderful what we've been able to do here with the track program.
No doubt, yeah. All-star head coaching staff there. And, Coach, so, of course, you mentioned all the events coming up this Friday. Do we know who's competing in which events out here Friday for the meet?
Yes, it'll be 4 teams. It'll be us, be Dublin, Howard, and Montgomery.
Okay, gotcha, yeah. And now looking at our roster, looking, at all the different events here, do we know who's filling the slots for the Raiders? Are we sure about that, or we compete?
Everybody's gonna compete.
Okay, I got you.
Because of the way it's everything is relay. So
Yeah.
you got 4 legs on each one of them.
Got
So
you,
it's enough
yeah.
that all the Raiders. I don't know about the other team, but we making sure all the Raiders. If you're a Raider, you're gonna be on the track
that's what you
competing with one of those
Okay.
legs, because that's what Demaryius was about.
Yeah.
I mean, he was about giving everybody opportunity to shine, and so and it's going to be a beautiful thing to come out. Even someone, Coach, I'm running that. Yep, you running that. We all going to get out here and compete. And so,
Awesome. Yeah, that's what it's all about. We want everybody competing out here. Look, if you've never been to a track meet, you might as well come out to this one.
Yes.
Look, you got Morgan Burnett speaking out here, and then some events to keep you entertained. It's going to be fun out here, and the running Raiders are going to be at it. And not just the running Raiders. Hey, we got shot put and everything else out here. Come check them out. Hey, let's take one more break, Coach, and we'll come on back.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense.
Ask Curry Maffett Insurance in Dublin if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
It's planting season at Roach Farm and Garden. Plant your fruit trees now. Roach Farm and Garden has fruit trees as low as $32.99. Blueberry bushes, winter veggies, even have some seed potatoes left. Don't wait for them weeds to come up. Spray now for them summer weeds. Soil test, soil test, soil test. Bring your results by and we will get you exactly what you need. From lime to fertilizer and all to weed prevention. Roach Farm and Garden will carry it all. If you priced eggs lately, Roach Farm and Garden has brooders, pens, waters, and feeders. Roach Farm and Garden has rabbits, chicks coming soon. Go ahead and stock up on feed. At Roach Farm and Garden, we have feed for just about everything. Is hunting season really ever over? The answer is no. Roach Farm and Garden has Boss Bug feeders, a huge selection of deer feed, salt blocks, and trophy rock. Remember, do it right, do it smart. Roach Farm and Garden, 2 locations, Dublin and Wrightsville.
All right, hey, we're back with Coach Carlos Jones. And, Coach, let's hit on it again. So this Friday, right?
this Friday.
Yep, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
There you go, and it'll be out here on the track. Am I right about that?
Yes.
You'll see it out here at West Lawrence High School. We got them 4 schools competing. Look, it's just going to be a great time, and we need to come out and support this event, right, Coach?
Yes. Listen, if you knew Bebe in any kind of way, if he had any kind of impact on your life or someone close to you, this is our way of honoring him, keeping his memory, his legacy alive. We're excited about what's going to be going on the track, but we're more excited about what it's representing. Yeah. And it's representing him, what he stood for, who he was, his integrity, his work ethics, and everything that he embodied. That's what this event represents. So come out. If he meant anything, come out and help us honor him. Help us keep his legacy alive. Help us to continue to pass that baton that he has left for us, because he ran a great race and now he's passed it on, and we want to make sure that we continue to pass it on from generation to generation, that everybody in this area and surrounding area will know who Demaryius Thomas really was, besides just being an awesome football player, but who he was as a man. And that's what this Memorial Relay is all about. So come on out. We're going to have a good time. Bring your lawn chairs. We don't have a whole lot of seating, but we have a big old hill, a lot of grass. Right. We're going to have concessions going. And so everything that you'll need will be right here. So just come on out. Help us keep his memory alive.
No doubt. It's just going to be a great time out here. And come support a guy who gave so much back to the community. Yes. Come on out. Support Bebe. It's the Demaryius Thomas Memorial Relay out here coming up Friday at West Lawrence High School. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.